Hello again, welcome back. Welcome to new class number 877. Are you ready to work? I'm rolling up my sleeves because we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do today. We have a lot of work to do today. We have a lot of work to do today. Are you ready? Roll up your sleeves like me and let's get down to work. Let's get down to work. Manos a la obra. Let's get down to work. Okay. Vocabulary. Where we left off yesterday, page 192. Number 8. Tasa de crecimiento. Growth rate. Escrito rate. Tasa de mortalidad. Death rate. Tasa de natalidad. Birth rate. Y tasa de crecimiento. Growth rate. Yes. Rate. En cualquier caso. In any case, in any event, curiosa expresión, en cualquier acontecimiento. In any event, in any case, anyway, in any event, está muy bien dicho. Me gusta la expresión. In any case también. Anyway es muy mundano. Anyway es un poco banal. Anyway, but in any case, or in any event, is high-level English. In any event, in any case, etiqueta, label. Label. I'm looking for something with a label. Label es una etiqueta en una botella, label. Johnny Walker Red, en whisky. Johnny Walker Red label. Etiqueta roja, etiqueta negra. Johnny Walker Black. I don't drink whiskey. Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Red. Label. White label. Etiqueta. Se dice marca blanca. Quiero comprar leche. Y se dice leche. It doesn't say any brand name. Brand name is nombre de marca. A brand name, no. It's just white label. White label. Yes. Milk. Butter. Bread. Okay. What kind of bread? Is it pan rico, bimbo, what? They're good. No, bread. Okay, fine. Milk. Wow, Ram, Pascual, Central Lechera Asturiana. They're all very good milk. It just says milk. That's white label. 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 All right. También el verbo etiquetar is to label. To label it. To label. All right. Mayormente is mostly. O sea, principalmente, mostly. Mainly. Principally. Mostly. Yeah. The people who live in Catalonia, mostly, where do people speak only Catalan? Well, normally, if you go to Barcelona, you hear both. You hear Castilian and Catalan. But mostly, for example, if you go to a shopping center, probably you'll hear more Spanish, mostly Spanish. But you go to smaller villages, smaller towns, in Lérida, Tarragona, or you'll hear mostly Catalan, mostly. If you go to Texas, you'll hear many different accents, but mostly Texas accent. All right, Texas accent, mostly. Yes. If you go to Andalusia, and you go to certain areas, you'll hear the ceseo. But mostly ceseo. Okay, sí, más ceseo que ceseo. El sastre está asustado. Sounds bad. All right. But you see, it's a problem with the ceseo. Because la cima is el abismo. Y la cima is la cumbre. You see, cima. You understand? Cima significa abismo. So it's just the same word. But in Latin America and in Seville, you don't know the difference. Or voy a casar. Say, ¿te vas a casar? No, voy a casar con mi escopeta. All right, casar. All right, fine. So, It can be confusing. All right, but in any case, mostly. Mostly means, well, Richard, what language do you speak at home? Mostly Spanish. Mostly Spanish. Well, but many years ago, when your children were growing up, what language did you speak at home? Mostly English. Mostly English. So mostly es como el mayor parte del tiempo, mayor parte de la, mayormente. All right, casi siempre, mostly. Yeah, when my children were at home, I spoke mostly English, not Spanish. With my children, I never spoke Spanish, never. From the day they were born, I only spoke English. And my children, at the beginning, thought that all fathers spoke one way and all mothers spoke another, two different types of speech. Mostly. Mostly, embalse, reservoir, palabra francesa, reservoir, reserva de agua, vamos, es un embalse, un pantano. Embalse es un lago artificial por una presa. You build a dam and you create a reservoir. A reservoir. Reservoir. Voir. Como la palabra voir, ver en francés. Reservoir. All right, a reservoir is an embalse. Foca, seal. Seal. Escrito seal, seal. También león marino. What's the difference between a seal and a sea lion? Very few differences. One difference is a sea lion has an external ear. A seal doesn't. A seal has only two holes for listening. Seal. There are a lot of seals. You go to the zoo, and the seals. As I told you, los focas son expertos en la contracción de are not. You are not, aren't. Aren't. Así se dice la contracción are not. No es aren't. Si quieres saber cómo contraer are not, go to the zoo and listen to the seals. Aren't. The seals. All right. Sesgado, parcial, slanted. Bueno, slanted físicamente. Slanted. Straight. Vertical. Perfect. It's a little slanted. But slanted can be parcial. Una visión parcial de la realidad. Slanted. Slanted también que un sesgo político. Slanted. Sesgo. Slanted. Pegajosos. Sticky. This book is sticky. Yeah. Sticky. Stick is pegar. To stick. To stick the stamp on the envelope. Sticky. Sticky fingers. Dedos pegajosos. This was a famous album by the Rolling Stones. Los Rolling, aquí se dice los Rolling. Curioso, in the English-speaking world say the Stones. Los Stones. Pero aquí se dice los Rolling. All right. The Rolling Stones. And they had a very famous album called Sticky Fingers. Pegajoso, sticky. Stick. To stick something. Sticky. Textura. Texture. Tex. Con X. Texture. Texture. Lograr, conseguir is to accomplish. Or to achieve. Yesterday we said achieve. To accomplish. To accomplish the mission. Hay que cumplir la misión, ¿no? To accomplish. Mission accomplished. Misión cumplida. Mission accomplished. Mission impossible. All right. Mission impossible. Yes. Claro, misión imposible. Se dice mission impossible. Originally, the title is Mission, dos puntos, imposible. Because in English sería impossible mission. Misión imposible is impossible mission. But the name of the original television program that later became a movie was Mission, colon is dos puntos. Mission Impossible. Okay, llevar a cabo is to carry out the task, to accomplish your mission, to carry out. Fracasar is to fail. I've never failed in my life. Yeah. I've never made a mistake in my life. Because as I said two classes ago, mistakes don't exist if you learn from them. And failures don't exist if you extract the necessary lessons from your failure. Then it's not really a failure. So I've never failed. All right. To fail. Causar problemas. To make trouble. Are you a troublemaker? Eres un causador de problemas. Un foco de problemas. A troublemaker. A troublemaker is a person who causes problems. A person who makes trouble. To cause problems. Sí, causar problemas. En inglés se puede decir to cause problems. But we say to make trouble. Sí, sin más. To make trouble. And a troublemaker. Alguien que siempre está creando problemas. Is a troublemaker. A troublemaker. Defender de o depender, no defender. Confiar en alguien is to rely on somebody. Yeah, I rely on her to take care of the lights and the camera. Everything. The only thing I need to do is to talk. Sit in the chair, hasta funciona la silla. Everything works. Yeah. So I rely on her. If she lets me down, then we have a problem. But she has never let me down. So I can rely on her. Se dice mucho, puedes confiar en mí, yo te lo haré bien. You can rely on me, trust me. You can rely on me. I'll get the job done, boss. Don't worry. You can rely on me. Pegar con pegamento is to stick. Ya, con sticky antes lo vimos. To stick. Yeah, to stick. Yeah, sometimes you say, hey, these pages are stuck together. Están pegados uno al otro. Stuck together. When I came to Spain in August 1972. And in the libraries, bibliotecas de la facultad, in the libraries, there were many books that the pages were stuck together. But de la imprenta. And you needed to, with a knife, to open it. ¿Te acuerdas de esos libros? You remember those books? I thought it was cool. Hey, and read it. Okay. Like something secret or hidden. All right. Yes. The pages are stuck together. Yes, to stick. Stick the stamp on the envelope. Yeah. Stick the stamp on the envelope. All right. So, remolcar is to tow. Bueno, vale, to tow. Lo importante es camión de remolque, o sea, grúa. La grúa es the tow truck. The tow. T-O-W, tow. También el remolque marítimo. The tugboat. They tow the ship. To tow. T-O-W, tow. Matrícula o tasas académicas. Tuition. Las tasas académicas. Tuition. Tuition. Escrito tuition. You pay the tuition. When you go to the university, you pay the tuition. And finally, herida. Wound. Herida puede ser injury, si es una herida no de guerra o de arma blanca o arma de fuego. Si es arma blanca, arma de fuego o en la guerra es a wound, una herida. Wounded, los heridos, wounded. 20 deaths, 20 people died and 20 people wounded. A wound. Yeah, I have a wound. Ahora, de tener algo, un corte, it's not a wound. A no ser que sea por arma. Entonces, it's a wound. It's a wound. W-O-N-D. W-U-N-D. Wound. All right, we have finished our vocabulary for today. And we still have time. I can see. We still have time. Yeah. Oh, we still have plenty of time. We have plenty of time. Gain fluency, page 28. In the middle, microparagraph 206. You shouldn't play video games before going to bed. It's harder to fall asleep if you watch TV or play video games in the evening. At least that's what the experts say. Al menos eso es lo que dicen los expertos. Which means you shouldn't play video games. You shouldn't play video games before going to bed. You shouldn't play video games before going to bed. Yes. It's harder. It's more difficult. It's harder to fall asleep if you watch TV or play video games in the evening. At least that's what the experts say. Does Victor play video games? Yeah? In the evening before going to bed? Yeah? Does he have trouble falling asleep? Huh? So you say, hey, Victor, mi jefe ha dicho? My boss said, but I'm not an expert. I don't know. I watch TV before going to sleep. I mean, I watch TV. You see. So for TV, for me, it's a sleeping pill. I mean, it puts me to sleep. However, if the program on television is exciting, yeah, it's bad. Eh? So you can't fall asleep after that. For example, they say that football players like Leo Messi, Cristiano, said, when they play and they finish the game, for example, at 11 o'clock, from 9 to 11, they can't sleep until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they say. They have trouble sleeping. They have trouble falling asleep because the nerves are still very strong. I don't know. You shouldn't, no deberías. You shouldn't play video games before going to bed. It's harder to fall asleep if you watch TV or play video games in the evening. At least that's what the experts say. Esta última frase, memorízalo todo, pero esta última frase, at least that's what the experts say. Por lo menos eso es lo que dicen los expertos. At least that's what. At least that's what. Esa parte gramatical. At least that's what the experts say. All right. The next paragraph. Is that your new car downstairs in the garage? Is that your new car downstairs in the garage? Wow, a Maserati. When are you going to let me drive it, huh? Hey, when are you going to let me drive it? Yeah. We can take it to the racetrack and see what speeds it can reach. Oh, Dios mío. All right. Yo digo, no. No. He says, ¿Es tu coche nuevo el que está abajo en el garaje? Is that your new car? Downstairs. In the garage. Wow. A Maserati. Wow. ¿Cuándo vas a dejar que yo lo conduzca? When are you going to let me drive it, huh? We can take it. Podemos llevarlo al jarama. To the racetrack. Track es una pista. Race es carrera, o sea, pista de carreras. The racetrack. Racetrack es el hipódromo para caballos y también para coches de carrera. The racetrack. For example, there's a racetrack in El Jarama and the Burgos Highway north of Madrid. Cheste, if you drive to Valencia, about 10 minutes before you reach Valencia, or 15 minutes, on the left you can see para motos. It's the racetrack for motorcycles in Cheste. Very important in Spain. And in Sevilla or cerca, there's a race, or in Cádiz, in that area, there's a racetrack. And of course at Hipódromo, out the Coruña Highway, you have the racetrack there for horses. Racetrack. Is that your new car downstairs that I saw? Es un nuevo coche el que vi. Is that your new car I saw downstairs in the garage? Wow, a Maserati. Whew. Hey, when are you going to let me drive it? When are you going to let me drive it? When are you going to let me drive it? When are you going to? When are you gonna let me drive it? We can take it to the racetrack. We can take it to the racetrack and see what speeds it can reach. Ver qué velocidades puede alcanzar. Which is true. You can go. If you live in Madrid, you can go to the Jarama, I think, and you pay and you go inside and... I've never done it, but some people do. Okay, have you ever been to the Jarama? No? All right. It's a good racetrack. All right. Paragraph 208. If you want to go from Spain to Morocco, you can fly there from several Spanish cities, or take the ferry from different points in southern Spain. Morocco's worth the visit. Morocco's worth the visit. Morocco is worth the visit. Se vale la pena visitarlo. Marruecos vale la pena visitarlo. Okay. Yes, it's worth the visit. It is worth the visit. Merece la visita, o sea, it's worth the visit. If you want to go from Spain to Morocco, you can fly there from several Spanish cities. Malaga, Seville, Valencia, Madrid, Barcelona, Bilbao, Coruña, I don't know, to fly to Morocco. And you can fly to Casablanca, to Rabat, you can fly to Fez, you can fly to Tangier, and you can fly to Marrakesh, and you can fly to Agadir on the coast. So you can fly. If you want to go to Morocco, dice, if you want to go from Spain to Morocco, you can fly there. Puedes volar ahí. You can't walk to Morocco, it's impossible. You can swim to Morocco, good luck. And you can take a ship to Morocco, you can take a ferry to Morocco. Yes, you can take a canoe to Morocco, good luck. All right. Usually the canoes are coming in the opposite direction, yes. But in any case, if you want to go from Spain to Morocco, you can fly there from several Spanish cities, or take the ferry, el ferry. Take the ferry from different ports in southern Spain. Maybe, yeah, well, from Algeciras, yes, from Algeciras. From Malaga, yes. From Almeria, I don't know. Can you take from Almeria to Morocco? Maybe. Almeria to Melilla, maybe. I don't know. And maybe from Cádiz or Huelva, but I'm not sure. Of course, most people go from Algeciras to Tangier, or from Algeciras to Ceuta. All right. So, most people. If you want to go from Spain to Morocco, you can fly there from several Spanish cities, or take the ferry from different puertos marítimos, from different ports in southern Spain. Digo puerto marítimo, porque hay puerto de montaña aquí. Hay que diferenciar. I remember I had a student, Zapata, many, hace siglos, and I say, Zapata, what's the most important port in Spain between Alicante and Barcelona? Quería que dijera Valencia, yeah? And he said, Puerto de los Leones, which is in the Guadarrama. I said, my God, okay. So a port, Puerto de Montaña is a mountain pass, un paso de montaña, a mountain pass. Navacerrada is a mountain pass. Despeñaperros is a mountain pass. All right, these things. So you can take a ferry from different ports in southern Spain. Southern Spain, northern Spain, eastern Spain, western Spain, southern. For me, Morocco's worth the visit. Morocco is worth the visit, which means it's true, Morocco's worth the visit. It's a very interesting country. Spanish people have an interesting relationship with Morocco. But me, as an American, I like Morocco very much. I find it an an interesting country. Different, of course, a little bit exotic, but it's nice. I like Morocco. And the people I have met in Morocco I like as well. I've met a lot of people. Di clase durante semana 2 horas diarias a fruteros, verduleros y carniceros marroquíes. No sabían ni papa de inglés. Pero un test. Y llegaron a un nivelito bastante consolidado con el verbo to be. Agilidad con el verbo to be. And then I came back to Spain. But it proved that you can, I can teach, and good teachers can teach English to anybody. No sabían ni francés ni árabe. Hablaban de Narif. Estaban en Fez, en el Atlas. In Ifrane. All right, it was incredible. It was a very interesting experience in Ifran. But I have to go. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care.